What's up, everybody? It's Investing Sensei here to bring you episode 137 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to see how the portfolio performed this week. So in this video, guys, I will be going over how the portfolio performed this week. Then we'll jump into the activities where I'll show you what I bought, what I sold, what dividends came in. And then from there, we'll jump into the Google Sheets, which is one of the main things. Remember last week, we actually were not able to kick off the dividend snowball projection calculator script that I have that tells us how much we are growing this projection every single week. Because remember, we continue to dollar cost average every single week, no matter what the portfolio is doing. If the portfolio is going up, if it's going down, if it's just trading sideways, we're continuing to increase this because we want to continue to accumulate shares, because eventually one day we are going to live off of these dividends, and it'll be very, very amazing. But in this video as well, we're going to wrap it up by actually kicking off the scripts. This will include information of 2 weeks, so we will see how much we grew this snowball from dollar cost averaging for 2 weeks into 185,000-ish portfolio. So it'll be very exciting. It's probably not going to be a lot, but remember, I've been buying lower dividend yielding companies, but in the long term it'll pay off, I believe, especially with all the dividend payouts. Remember here, if we look at the income, or I guess the companies that are projected to pay us out or that I have announced dividends, again, this is another script that I do have available for free. All I ask in return, guys, is that you subscribe with that bell notification if you have not done so already, and drop a big thumbs up on the video. Helps out the channel a lot. But remember, I do have these scripts that I do kick off, but this will actually organize it. You see all these dividend increases, guys. These are amazing right here, and this is what's growing that dividend snowball. It's helping us create that compounding effect, and it's pretty sweet. But from here, I'm gonna show you guys everything that how the portfolio is gonna perform. But one of the other things that I do want to mention is, if you guys did miss the video where I go over all the dividends that we got for the month of May, I do have a video that I released, I believe, last week. So I'll try to remember to add a pop-up on the top right. Check it out if you're interested in it. But overall, we did make $152 for the month of May, which brought our quarterly dividends for Q2 of 2022 to $372.95. We are finally in June, which should be the best dividend month of the, I guess, quarter for us, and hopefully we can break the previous quarter, which I think we will very easily, especially because we continue to dollar cost average. We continue to reinvest the dividends. We continue to continue our goal of 2022, which is actually drip dividends plus add an additional $20 of our own money into the same company, and then as well dollar cost average. So definitely, I'm pretty positive we will beat the previous quarter, and we're going to continue to see that quarterly income continue to go up and up, and can't wait to come back 5-10 years from now, see how our quarterly dividends are. As well, if we look over here, imagine what our monthly, remember our goal for 2022 is to try to get to $300 on average per month is how we want to be generating. So I think that's a pretty achievable goal there. If we look at the annual payout, you'll see 2022 so far we've made $1,154.55, which is actually pretty cool. We've already surpassed 2019's. And again, the other video I did release, guys, is, as you guys see, all these dividend increases, right? And my companies that I do own, there's actually 4 companies that should, or are projected to actually increase their dividend in the month of June. So if you have not checked out that portfolio update where I cover that, check it out. I'll try to remember to add a pop-up on the top right. But again, be sure that you're subscribed with that bell notification, and drop a big thumbs up on the video to help out the channel. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the video. So as you'll see, the portfolio is at $185,052.12. You'll see that if our buying power is $6.17, and then if we look at the value over time, if we look at the 1 week, for the 1 week we actually went down 1.29%, which is about 2,300, almost 2,400. So it's been pretty, I guess not volatile, but it's been fluctuating between the 180s. And then if we look at the 1 month, guys, we are still down about 3.05%, which is about $5,700, almost $5,800. And you see this volatility here, guys. We've gone as low as 171,000, and then we've been going up. And throughout the time, guys, we've been continuing to put $100 every single week, continue to reinvest those dividends. If we look at the 1 quarter, we're actually down 9.05%, which is quite a bit of money, which is about $18,000. And you'll see that we are just on a downtrend here, and we're going to continue to buy this downtrend as we eventually recover in the long term. In the long term, this should pay off. If we look at the 1 year, we're actually up by 1.55%, which is about $2,700. And then if you look at this volatile ride, we actually went up as high as like 217,000, and now we're just we lost most of those gains, and we just been volatile there. And we're going to continue to accumulate these shares while we're down and the portfolio's down. If we look at the overall though, we are up about 60.37%, which is about 61,000, almost 62,000. And then you'll see that the trend is upwards. Definitely not a very smooth trend upwards, but very volatile, especially because my portfolio is very heavily concentrated in the tech sector. And the QQQs have been beaten down, which tracks the NASDAQ 100. But anyways, you'll see that we're actually downtrending, so it's creating great buying opportunities. If we look at the low of that May 20th, we went to like 171,000, which means if we were to come back down here, we're back in like it's almost like a time machine. It's like if we were back in June 10th, 2021, is when we had these great buying opportunities here. So that's what this red market's creating for us. But anyways, guys, this is what I have for you. Let's jump into the activities so I can show you what I bought, what I sold, and then if any dividends came in. Alright guys, so we're here at the activities. If we look at the range here, which honestly I need to refresh this real quick, you'll see a green button pop up. This is actually going to be a script that I do have. I actually need to create a video where I show you guys the fix. M1 basically broke it, and I will release a video. I meant to do it on Friday, but I got busy, and then it actually works out, which is pretty sweet. But anyways, date range here, if we look, this was actually from the 30th all the way till today. And then if we look at the 31st, guys, order filled, which we did 1 buy, $18.82. And that was Starbucks, guys. We just reinvested its dividend back into Starbucks. Hopefully next quarter we should get even more from Starbucks. And then on the 1st, we started off strong. We got American Waterworks, $7.82 of dividends. Visa on the same day, $9.80. We're getting very close to $10 for these two companies, and that's my goal, is to try to get all the companies in my portfolio to pay me at least a minimum of $10 every single quarter. I think the one that's going to be pretty challenging to get to that is Nvidia, just because they pay so little. But if we look at we actually deposited $160. And then on the 1st, we reinvested those $160. We did 5 buys. And guys, you'll see these $20, and these are because companies paid me out that week. So remember, if a company pays me out a dividend that week, I will contribute an additional $20 just to help it grow a little bit faster. So Honeywell was expected to pay me out $20. I guess they were expected to pay me out a dividend this week, so I contributed a $20. Visa paid me out, so $20, and then American Waterworks $20, and then the $100 cost average every week, I split it out between Target and Costco. So companies that kind of have a lower dividend yield, but hopefully in the long term it should pay out very, very well. And then if we look over here, guys, June 2nd, we did 2 buys, $17.62. And that was the reinvestment of the dividend. So American Waterworks, we reinvested it, Visa, and hopefully next quarter we should get paid more. And then on the 3rd, guys, we got Honeywell's dividend of $6.17. So pretty easy week, pretty passive. And let's go see how much we made in passive income for doing absolutely nothing, guys. I remember I do have this green button or a script again. Be sure that you're subscribed with that notification if you have not done so. I try to release those type of dividend script videos you know, occasionally when I get time to create them. So if you're interested in following along, be sure to do that as well. Drop a big thumbs up on the video to help out the channel, and then if you click on the calculate, you'll see that it adds up all the dividends for us. So we made a total of $23.79. How cool is that? Passive income. We had to do absolutely nothing. You could buy a meal with this, but in our case we reinvested those dividends, and the following quarter we should get paid even more. How cool is that? But yeah guys, this is what I have for you on the portfolio, and then if we look over here at the Google Sheets, I will show you real quick. I went ahead already and made a copy of this values, because remember we have 2 weeks of information that will get updated here. So it'll be very interesting what 2 weeks of dollar cost averaging $100 into this portfolio increased our monthly income, because remember we're trying to achieve $300 a month on average. So that is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and jump over here to the dividend payout. And then we're actually going to kick off these to see if any new companies declare dividends. So about 58 rows, we should see more if any companies showed up. Portfolio tools, get latest dividends, and we'll give it a second or two, and everything should get wiped out, and the script should go out and check all the companies in my portfolio, and then just see if any new companies declared any new dividends. And it looks like it's done. It actually did not pick up any new companies because we're still at row 58, but as you'll see that this coming week, or I guess for the month of June, and we got all these dividends that should pay us out, and that'll be pretty sweet. But this coming week we do have I believe up to right here, so we got Southern companies, Johnson & Johnson, Microsoft, Pfizer, and Target dividends. So that will be pretty sweet. Out of those this week, we are going to get 2 companies that did end up raising their dividend, so that is pretty amazing. And if we look at the settings guys here, we're going to actually clean this up for us, and then we're going to jump over to the Google, I guess the personal capital, to grab the latest copy of our portfolio, which should contain all the investments we did these past 2 weeks. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're here at personal capital. Under my M1 account, you'll see this green button. Click on it, and then that copies the content of your portfolio holdings into the clipboard. Again, I do have tutorials for all this stuff. Right click, paste, where is the paste? Special values only, and then we are good to go. If we jump over here to holdings, you'll see these are positions. This is actually about 2 weeks old because last week we couldn't update it, but you'll see it shows your shares, price, etc., how much we have invested, and so on and so on. But you'll click on portfolio tools, and then once you click on this page will get wiped out, and it'll use the new content that we pasted. It'll parse it out and everything. So tutorials available in this channel completely for free guys. All I ask in return is that you drop a big thumbs up on the video. So go ahead and click update portfolio holdings. You'll see this get wiped out. Jump over to the dashboard and you'll see everything's getting projected, and once it's done, and as you'll see, for some reason we didn't go up very much, so I'm pretty shocked. Remember that we do have what is it called, dividend yielding companies that are very, very low. Costco's one of the lower ones, and so much it doesn't affect it much. So here, if you look at the dividend yield, 1.75%, so the portfolio actually has gone up in price, so that's why it's actually much lower. Projected dividend yield on cost, it's actually gone down, so 2.57%. And then if we look at the yearly guys, it's about $3,210.51. So we've only gone up about $5 for the yearly. For the monthly, I'm pretty surprised here, about $267.54. So we went up about maybe 43 cents. So remember, when you try to invest in lower dividend yielding companies, you're not going to get paid very quickly in the short term, but in the long term guys, we will get rewarded very, very well, especially with Costco and Target and those 5-year CAGRs that they do have. I think we will check back and be very, very happy. Our future selves will thank us, And if we look at the weekly, we went up only by about 10 cents. And then for the day, we went up about 2 pennies. Hourly, we stayed about 37 cents. So every hour that goes by, we're making 37 cents. Hourly work wage, we're still making $1.54. So that is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid at an hourly rate of $1.54. Hopefully our goal is to try to get this to minimum wage one day, and we will see how long that takes. But this is actually all I have for you guys. We didn't make too much on 2 weeks of dollar cost averaging, but remember, we continue to accumulate these shares. In the long term, these dividends will continue to grow and continue to compound, and we will see the huge returns in the long term, which we eventually will live off of these dividends. So that'll be very, very awesome. But again, this is all I have for you guys. If you stuck all the way to the very end, be sure to drop a hashtag DCA, because that's where we're going to continue to dollar cost average into the portfolio no matter what the market's doing. I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye guys.